Hi everyone, here's an effect that's going to create a swirl painting effect almost reminiscent of Impressionist painting. I've already imported a picture that's a scanned fabric into Adobe Photoshop. From when we start, this is what it's going to appear as, and when we end, this is what the finalized copy will look like once we follow all the steps. I'm going to delete this layer for now. To begin, you're going to do a filter liquefy effect. First, I'm going to copy and duplicate my layer so that I don't ruin my first initial image, and I'm going to work from this. So you go up to filter and liquefy. It takes a while to generate, especially with my computer. And you can reduce the canvas size so you can see your full image. Here I want to ensure that my brush size is at 90, and I want to ensure that the pressure is at 100, and I want to have this deselected stylus pressure. Now you have to make sure you select this forward warp tool, and then you can increase and decrease your brush size using the brackets on your keyboard. So as you can see here, following a circular motion creates a swirl effect. For Impressionist painting, I would suggest following the same direction, increasing your brush size for larger portions, such as this sort of star area, and decreasing your brush for smaller areas. I also suggest that working with a smaller brush size over and over creates a better overall effect than using a large brush size. Once you're done, you can click OK. So here I've only done a little bit, but that's fine because I've created another layer for this example. So I'm going to delete this layer. Here is the layer in which I did my full liquefy. Now I'm going to select another filter in order to give more of a textured view. I'm going to select my brush tool, which I already have, and I'm going to select a hard round brush. I want to select my foreground color and make it bright yellow, and I'm going to just use my brush size, using the brackets, going big and small, and just highlighting certain spots in my image with yellow, which will give, oops, I'm not sure why it's dragging like that, my computer is very slow right now, you can always undo everything by clicking Option, Command, and Z. So there's some specific spots of yellow I would like incorporated. Now I'm going to put in some white, so 255 all the way down. And this just adds to composition, highlighting certain areas that look kind of like stars. Again, you can vary your brush size by using your brackets. And I think for now that should be pretty good. You can fill out more of your composition given more time. So once you have completed that, you're going to choose another filter. You're going to go to Filter, Filter Gallery, and you're going to give it a distorted glass effect. So here I'm going to go down to Distort folder and Glass Effect. Already, because I've done this, I have my prerequisites filled out as Distortion 10, Smoothness 15, Texture is Canvas, Scaling is 100, and Invert is deselected. And I will select OK. You can see the texture here that's starting to develop. Next, I want to go back into my filter gallery, and I want to choose Poster Edges, which is under the Artistic folder. Again, because I've done this tutorial already, these are pre-filled out. I want my thickness as 0, intensity as 2, and posterization as 6. I'm selecting OK. Again, you can see there looks more like a canvas. And now I want to apply a third filter, going under the filter section, under Stylize and Oil Paint. Here I have stylization, again pre-selected because I've done this tutorial before, as 10, 1.7 for cleanliness, scale at 0.9, bristle detail at 10. We want the angle to be at about 300, and shine is at 1.6, and select OK. There you can see the overall effect of a swirl paint impression. As an additional option, you can also do a layer mask of a canvas below. Here I've pre-selected a texture. I'm going to drag it underneath my swirl effect and make it visible. I'm going to go to my swirl effect, for which I just created, and insert a layer mask. Make sure layer mask is selected, and make sure black is selected over here, so that it will reveal the canvas texture below. I'm going to use my brush tool by selecting B on my keyboard or selecting on the side. I'm going to go into my options and select a dry media brush, which is kind of grainy. I can increase and decrease my size using my keyboard and the brackets. To go along the outside edges will reveal the canvas below. So as you can see, it took away from the painting around the edges. Now if I click on my canvas texture and make it visible, you can see that it toggles here, so you can see the canvas below. This can give an impressionist feeling of an older canvas if you choose to go that route. Or if you choose not to, you can deselect it or you can disable your layer mask, which will take you back to the original effect. Thank you for looking. Have a good day.